All the animals our nature created are different not only in size, color, and shape, they also have a different intelligence level. And some of them are very, very stupid. So let's have a look which of them are the dumbest of all. Sorry to say, these cute guys got first in our list. As you know, pandas are an endangered species, and scientists all over the world, especially in their homeland of China, do their best to save them. But it is a very difficult task, as pandas do a lot of dumb things that lead to the end of this species' existence. First, these big fluffy creatures have to spend a lot of time eating bamboo, in spite of the fact that their digestive system is not prepared for having such a diet. They have great problems because of that. Their tummies are equipped to eat meat, but the nice little bears don't. They have to eat up great amounts of bamboo to keep their existence. And don't forget that bamboo grows in a very restricted area. If they eat meat, they wouldn't have such problems at all. Besides, pandas are so lazy that they mate very rarely. They spend all their time sleeping and eating and forget about the necessity to enlarge their population. Isn't it a silly way of life? One more animal that cannot be called very smart is a sloth. Remember those strange things hanging all day long on the branches of trees? Their evolution kept a very strange path and made them the slowest animals in the world. All their body is made up to make as few movements as possible. Everything they do is staying in trees. And of course, they don't need intellectual work for such behavior. The brains of sloths are very small, smooth, and located only in one of two parts of their skulls. And sloths do a lot of dumb things that put them in danger. For example, predators can easily catch them because they don't even have the tendency to hide. Or a sloth female is so lazy to move that it doesn't go down from the tree when its baby accidentally falls down. The poor thing dies, of course. When they get into the areas where people live, they very often mistake the electrical wires for tree branches and die from the shock. They are sure not to do such things if they are smarter. On the next point of our list, there is the hippo. Hippos are very big creatures. According to their weight, they take second place after the elephant as the greatest of all land animals. They are very aggressive too, and kill more people in Africa than lions or other predators. And it is very strange, as hippos are not predators at all and eat only grass. They have to eat a great amount of it to support themselves. Their brain is very, very small when compared to their body. Their brain size to body size ratio is 1 to 2,789. So these big things are rather stupid. That's why hippos can't be tamed or taught anything. And they can attack other animals and kill for no reason. A very dangerous kind of stupidity, right? Have you ever seen a knight with armor that doesn't work? Look at this strange mammal. It is a very small armadillo, which lives in the lands of Argentina. Its size is no more than 6 inches. And it is the only species of armadillo which has a shell actually not fully attached to its body. His armor is so delicate and soft that it can't be used as protection from predators. All this shell can do is cool the poor things down. All these armadillos can do to protect themselves is to hide underground, trying not to meet their enemies. But these strategies work not very well. People call them pink fairies because of their fragile body and color. There is one more mammal that can show rather stupid behavior. These small creatures live in North Africa and Asia, and in spite of being very small and cute, this rodent does very stupid things during its whole life. This little boy has very low energy efficiency. Though jerboas can jump very fast and are able to get away from predators, they can't do it for a long time. They lose energy very quickly and can be easily caught. Besides, these two-legged rodents have some problems with finding food. Food is the only source of nutrition and water, as they don't drink any fluids. So if they don't find any food, they can die from dehydration. But searching for food takes a lot of energy, so their lives are in constant danger. Here, in the middle of my list, I put an animal that some scientists think are the stupidest mammals in the world. I'm talking about nice and adorable little koalas. The thing is that they have one of the smallest brains among mammals. Even kangaroos and wombats have 60% bigger brains. It weighs just 0.68 ounces, and its surface is almost completely smooth. It occupies only 2% of their body. These fluffy creatures are so stupid that they can't understand that their favorite eucalyptus leaves are still edible after they have been taken off the tree. They are sure that if something is not attached to a tree, it can't possibly be food. That's why it's very problematic to keep them in zoos and enlarge their population. Besides, throughout evolution, koalas have been choosing eucalyptus for their only diet. But the leaves of these trees are poisonous and not nutritious at all. The poor koalas sleep 18 hours a day digesting these hard leaves to keep up their exotic diet. What a dumb way of living. Let's go further, and here you can see another stupid thing, a kakapo by name. Kakapos are the parrots that have wings but can't fly. Maybe these birds have lost this ability on their evolutionary way, or they just decided they don't need to fly, I don't know. But the fact is that kakapos have lost their intelligence too. Having no flying wings, all these poor creatures can do is run from the predators that want to eat their tasty flesh. But they don't! Kakapos facing danger just freeze and don't move, making it easy for the attackers to catch them. One more silly thing. They don't like to mate, so there is a miserable number of these dumb birds. Just 147. My list wouldn't be complete if I didn't show you this bird. Ostriches are famous for their extravagant and not very smart behavior. The reason is simple. As many animals mentioned above, these flightless birds have a tiny brain when compared to their bodies. The size of this very important organ is no more than the size of the ostrich's eye, and functionally it is rather restricted. For example, ostriches have the shortest memory. Just imagine! These giant birds can keep in mind just 45 seconds of their life. As they tend to live with one mate during all their lives, how do they recognize each other? Do they have to get acquainted every minute? And of course, there are many dumb things they do. Sometimes, because of their poor memory, female ostriches forget where their young are and fight fiercely to find out. Sometimes the poor babies get hurt in this struggle. Secondly, ostriches lay their big eggs in not very deep holes in the ground, and it's a very silly behavior too, as other animals or even neighbors can trample the eggs down and destroy them. And the last thing, remember that ostriches can run with the speed of 43 miles per hour, but they stand still if there is some danger approaching instead of using their incredible speed. And there are too many dumb things like that for one species of animal. That's why ostriches are the champions of our list. Silly behavior can be a rather dangerous thing, not for one animal, but for the whole species. Am I right? Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to put a thumbs up.